Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Hoeven. I, of course, associate with every word that Senator Hoeven said. I think it's fortuitous that we're joined in the chamber today by the next speaker who came here to talk about something altogether different, but Senator Wicker knew our Attorney General, Wayne Stenehjem, maybe longer than I knew him, actually, Senator Wicker. And so, Mr. President, as Senator Hoeven said a couple of weeks ago, the good people of North Dakota lost a really good friend. We said goodbye to one of our state's most dedicated and beloved public servants. Attorney General Wayne Stenehjem died unexpectedly and suddenly on January 28th, just 1 month after announcing his intention to not seek re-election and retire at the end of this year. Wayne was, as John said, North Dakota's longest-serving Attorney General, having been in office since 2001. Prior to this, he was in the state legislature, winning his first election while a University of North Dakota student, a law student, at the age of 22, and continuing his service in the legislature for 24 more years. So he gave 46 years of continuous service to the people of North Dakota. And we're just now beginning to comprehend the impact of the significance of all that he did for our state during those important years. I first became acquainted with Wayne when he was serving as a state senator, and I was a desk page in the legislature. Our friendship and political collaborations continued during the years as I worked for the North Dakota Republican Party and later held state-appointed and elected offices. In the 9 years I've been in Congress, Wayne has been a valued friend, a trusted advisor, and an invaluable champion of states' rights and the United States Constitution. His work representing North Dakota in state and federal courts and as a member of the State Industrial Commission was monumental. It positioned our state to be an energy powerhouse and at the same time an unwavering steward of our environment. Among the most notable federal issues that Wayne championed for our state was objecting to the onerous Waters of the United States regulations proposed by the Obama administration. Wayne skillfully led a coalition of 13 states in opposition, resulting in a nationwide stay of that rule. He was also instrumental in procuring a historic stay of the Clean Power Plan from the United States Supreme Court. In both cases, he skillfully underscored the rights and the responsibilities of states while drawing a blueprint for cooperative federalism in environmental policy. Wayne's servant leadership over the past 4 decades was woven into countless battles, triumphs, and solutions. An ardent supporter of open records and meeting laws and transparency in government, every public group, including Governor Hoeven, Public Service Commissioner Cramer, and anybody in government understood, regardless of the size or the importance of your commission or your committee, we all felt Wayne's scrutiny on behalf of transparency for the people. He developed innovative ways to crack down on illegal meth production and to better control the opioid epidemic. Human trafficking and domestic abuse issues were also always on the top of his priority list and on his radar. He was a fierce advocate and supporter of law enforcement, the brave men and women who protect the safety of our communities. They all knew that Wayne had their backs. His work was impressive, yet Wayne was not a grandstander. He worked quietly and had much more respect for good outcomes than for personal gain and benefit. Wayne smiled all the time. He literally smiled all the time. And on the very rare occasion he didn't, you were probably in trouble and you probably deserved it. But it was rare. He was a fun-loving person. He knew what to take seriously and what to enjoy. His balance of life is really, I think, what endeared him to so many people. Wayne was the same person last month that he was in college, which is his greatest testament, I think, to public service. When you accomplish as much as Wayne did and reach the pinnacle of service as he did, and he's the same guy who represented the University of North Dakota in the state legislature 46 years ago, that says it all about his character and about Wayne Stenehjem. Recognized as among the very elite attorneys general in the country, the nation's 36 current and former attorneys general who attended his funeral in Bismarck speaks volumes about the high regard to which he was held by his peers. So, Mr. President, North Dakota and our nation have lost a true patriot, and Wayne Stenehjem left an incredible legacy that we can all celebrate. He dedicated his life to public service in our state, and our state is a much, much better place because of him. Thousands of people knew Wayne. Thousands more, and really millions, were impacted by Wayne's good work, particularly in the Attorney General's office. In the context of eternity, our life is but a snap of a finger. But in the context of history, Wayne Stenehjem's contributions are massive and long-standing. On behalf of all North Dakotans, Chris and I send heartfelt sympathy to his wife, Beth, his son, Andrew, his very large family, and his very, very large extended family, and the legion of dedicated friends and admirers. As a lifelong Eagle Scout, Wayne was no doubt familiar with the famous scouting adage, "Leave a place better than you found it." Without a doubt, Wayne left North Dakota and this nation a better place. May we all be inspired by his lifetime of public service and the profound impact it had on all that is excellent about North Dakota today. Rest in peace, friend. I yield.